In this video, we're going to talk about the associative property of addition. So what is that? Well, the difference between that and the commutative property of addition is the order of what we do versus the grouping of what we do. And that's what the associative property of addition is about, is how we group things. So here's a catchy little saying. It says, when you add 3 or more, it doesn't matter how you do it. Any order will work just fine. It's some fun when you get down to it. So if you take a look here, they do the order of 5 plus 3 plus 1 equals 9. And then they switch it around, 3 plus 1 plus 5 still equals 9. So let's take a look at another example here. So if we have this here, we have grouped together 6 plus 3. So there's 6 blue ones plus 3 tan ones. And then we add 4 more to it. Okay, so if we did 6 plus 3, of course we know that that's 9 if you counted them out. And if you add the 4, okay, and if you count them all total, so we got the 6 plus the 3 is 9 plus 4 more, and that's going to equal 13. And then over here we've regrouped it now. We've moved the tans over with the yellow ones. So it's still the same one, same chips if you will. So it's 6 plus 3, 6 plus 7, and that 2 equals 13. So these two are still equivalent to each other. It's just the order that we've done them in. I have another slide here, associative property of addition. They have 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 8 equals 11. But what I really liked about this here, if you notice, is that if you do 2 plus 8, and we all know that it's 10, it's a whole lot easier when you're adding in orders of either 5 or 10 or something like that. So 10 plus 1 is 11. Still come out with the same thing. The mental math here is a little bit easier than it is on this one. That's a good thing about the associative property of addition. Here, as again, since we're getting into our algebra, okay, there's substituted in the letters. We have A plus B plus C are grouped together. And all we did is we switched that grouping around now so that it's A plus B, and we have to do what's in parentheses first, and because that's our order of operation. So they give you another example here. You would do 1 plus 7 is 8, and then plus 4 gives you 12. Or if you go ahead and change it, 4 plus 1 is 5, and then 5 plus 7 gives you 12. So you still have the same thing. And lastly here, we take a look at our foldable. And for our words, changing the grouping, and that's the key. The difference between commutative property of addition and associative property of addition is associative is with the order and commutative is with the grouping. And we're still working with the addends, but it doesn't change the sum. Looking at the algebra again, A plus B, okay, we have that group, and we just change that order, B plus C plus A. So from an algebra standpoint, where we use letters instead of numbers, over here again is another example, 3 plus 4, which would be 7, add 5 is 12. We change the grouping to 4 plus 5 equals 9 plus 3, and it still comes up with 12. Okay? And then lastly, they show you another example here. They start out with 29 plus 13, and they change that order now to the grouping to 13 plus 17, which we know equals 30, and we add 29 to it, and we get that 59 again. So that's the associative property of addition. I hope this really helps out.